Today, we are focusing on sung breathing, a process of letting go and relaxation, and a Daoist version of observing the breath. The best way to begin sung breathing is by standing in wuji, empty stance. This keeps the kidney 1 point connected to the earth, thereby ensuring qi flow from the planet up towards the lower dantian, where our abdomen is. Sung breathing can also be done cross-legged on the floor or sat in a chair. Please choose a position that is most comfortable for you for the next 45 minutes or so, but feel free to move from one position to another if one is particularly uncomfortable for you. Running through the body alignments for wuji, empty stance. With your weight over the front parts of the soles of your parallel feet, the knees slightly bent, hips angled down and back slightly as if sitting on a bar stool, hands in front of you as if placed on a glass table. Tongue to the roof of your mouth. Eyes closed, bringing your awareness inside. If you're sitting cross-legged, make sure your back is straight with no tension and that you are not creating more tension in your legs. Feel free at any point to move and shake out the legs if needed. Again, the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Eyes closed, bringing your awareness inside. If you are sat on a chair, your back should be nice and straight. Do not lean on the back of the chair, and again, most of your weight should be on the front parts of your feet. Place the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Eyes closed. Bring your awareness inside. Anybody beginning their study of Qigong will no doubt have been told to either relax, let go, or in Chinese, sung. Though seemingly an easy instruction, it is in fact one of the most difficult aspects of the internal arts. Rather than simply being an instruction that may be carried out immediately, it is a continual process of releasing and then reconnecting, which becomes a gradual and constant part of any Qigong practitioner's daily regime. Sung breathing is a method of using and observing the breath in order to help release stagnation from the body. This removal of stagnation then helps us to physically relax, ensure a healthy flow of qi through the meridian system, and free up emotional tension from the mind. In the beginning, we focus on this practice, but after a while it becomes an automatic aspect of our everyday respiration. In this way, we begin to integrate the principles of our internal practice into our everyday life. We achieve this first by observing the nature of our natural breathing, then by changing it to the method that incorporates the principle of sung. Finally, we return our breathing back to our subconscious mind so that we no longer need to focus upon the practice. Understanding the nature of tension is important for any practitioner of meditation, because tension is essentially stagnation. They are one and the same. Nothing can exist purely within the physical realm. It also has to have an energetic pattern and a spiritual component, especially in the case of facets of human existence. If there is tension in the physical body, then there will also be a related blockage in the flow of qi, as well as an aspect of the acquired mind that is stuck and which relates to this tension. The generation of these imbalances can go in either direction. Physical tension will transfer into the mind, and mental tension will transfer into the body. This takes place via the medium of your energetic system, which serves as a bridge between the two. By letting go of tension on any of these three levels, we break the cycle that leads to the development of imbalance. When the body begins to let go of these blockages, we begin to find that sitting is much easier. Our body is more relaxed, our health improves, and the acquired mind begins to slow down. This is particularly important because your biggest difficulty in the early stages of Nade-Dan training is going to be dealing with an overactive mind that wants to wander from its allotted task, and a feeling of boredom that can creep into your practice. Boredom is a weakness of the acquired mind, a result of there not being enough stimulation for the acquired mind to begin building more layers around itself. Only when boredom has been overcome through a process such as sung breathing will you be able to focus on your practice. Begin by gently observing the movement of air as it enters and leaves your nose. Spend a few minutes here simply watching what is taking place without trying to make any judgments or changes to the process. Your mind should be an idle bystander to the process. Next, begin to move your awareness down into the chest cavity and observe what is happening as the air enters and leaves your lungs. Observe the expanding of the body in time with the lungs becoming full, and then gently watch as the air leaves the body and your lungs contract once more. Again, try to make no changes to this process. Try to tune into the movements of the diaphragm in time with the actions of the lungs. If you can, try to observe the change in internal pressures between the abdominal and thoracic cavities of the torso. If you can manage this, now begin to observe the whole of your body as you breathe, paying close attention to any muscular changes taking place in time with your breath. When you have done this for a while, you will often be surprised to find that your entire body moves with your breathing, from the tip of your nose right down to the skin on the base of your feet. These movements are subtle though, and it can take a high degree of relaxed sensitivity to begin feeling these whole body respiratory movements. When practicing this simple method, you should try not to stop any thoughts that arise or try to make any changes to the way in which you are breathing. There really is no need. The simple fact that you are giving your respiratory process the attention of your acquired mind is enough for it to begin adjusting itself. If you continue with this practice for several months, you will find that major changes begin to take place in the way in which you breathe. Your body will then begin to relax. The joints will open, tightness will vanish, and your mind will begin to calm down. For many people, the body has been neglected by the mind for too long. The world we live in is always asking for the attention of our acquired mind to be drawn outwards. The disconnect that this causes means that imbalance begins to be created. Through this method, we are allowing our mind to gently reconnect with the body. This, in turn, gives the subconscious mind enough time and space to begin making the adjustments to your inner state that it knows are needed. Now begin to take the mind off the action of breathing itself and instead begin to run your awareness over the surface of your body. You should start at the top of your head and then gently bring your mind down in short runs right through to the ground. Do not force the mind. Keep it light, as if your awareness is just gently stroking your skin from the top of the head through to your base. It will not be long before you begin to notice one of three different reactions. Some areas of the body will have feelings of pain or discomfort. These pains can vary from very sharp through to very subtle and slightly deeper, rather like gently pressing on a bruise. In the case of sharp pains, there is most likely something wrong with your sitting position or a medical issue that needs dealing with. You should try to deal with these issues in the most relevant way, as sung breathing may not be adequate for this large an imbalance. In the case of bruise-like pain in the depth of the muscles, you are feeling an area of stagnation that needs releasing from the physical body. The second group of sensations will exist within the energetic layer of the body. This means that as your mind passes over the area, there are sensations of unexplained cold, warmth, pressure, tightness or tingling. It is normal for your awareness to also become slightly stuck on these areas, as though it is catching on something as it tries to pass by. These are areas of energetic stagnation that your awareness has tuned into. If you gently become aware of the area of the physical body in the same location, you will likely find that there are some feelings of being bruised as well. It is just that your mental frequency has shifted from the physical to the energetic. The third sensation is an area of stagnation within the consciousness body, which corresponds to an aspect of a quiet mind that needs releasing. The glue that bonds this stagnation into the body is always emotional in nature, so connecting with this stagnation will result in the experience of an emotional shift. You may suddenly become slightly sad or angry or start to smile. It is normal for students to reach this stage and begin to weep or laugh unexpectedly. This is nothing to worry about. Your awareness is just touching upon an area of stagnation while being tuned into the frequency of the consciousness body. Continue to explore the body, making a mental note of any of these areas you have found. When you feel ready, you can begin to release these tensions. Begin by gently placing your awareness over one of these areas and continue to breathe normally. Do not picture anything. No visualizations are needed. You should maintain your mind gently on the area, allowing your awareness to do the work. A special note should be made here to keep your awareness gentle. If it is too forceful, then you will lead extra energy to the area, which will actually increase the amount of stagnation. Your awareness should gently gaze rather than stare. With a little patience, you will find that once again, the subconscious aspect of your awareness knows what to do, and gradually the blockage will begin to shift, resulting in the sensation in this area beginning to vanish. Once it is gone, then work through the rest of the body, becoming ever more refined with your awareness, until you are eventually working on layers of tension between bones and around areas such as the eye sockets. As energetic information begins to release through the process of song, you will feel various sensations of movements which can range from subtle to very strong. It can feel as if various breezes are moving through your body, or as movements of cold or hot fluid. Electrical sensations can appear, along with any number of other unusual reactions. These are all types of qi, information from the energetic level of your body beginning to relax from your system. And as we bring our meditation to a close, gently bring your awareness outside your body. Open your eyes and gently shake out the body.